Hello everyone. What I did on my Cricut Joy, I like to have a little space up here and fold it. You'll see why. But I use these Avery self-adhesive laminating sheets. I get them on Amazon. But some of my friends have told me they've been having a hard time getting the plastic off because you cut them to the size you want. Well, this is what I do. I just take good old Scotch tape and I press it on the front and I kind of mash it down and then I just pull it, and look at there. And I don't stress about it. I just kind of bend it, bow it. It's bowed down. And I'm gonna just flop it down. And you just get, if you have any air bubbles, you get it out. To get it all the way down. And you could see where I scored it right here. I have there's a reason to my madness. I promise. And I just pull this off, turn it over, and I take the next one. Make sure you don't put it on top of that. I have done that. Ask me how I know. And I just really mash down on that Scotch tape, and I reuse my tape over and over till it quits sticking. Just really, I usually have my Cricut scraper over here and, you know, get it down real good, but I got all my Cricut stuff in one place and I wanted to show you what I did. Some of my students said they've been having trouble with getting all the air bubbles out, and if you bow it and put it down and then spread it out. And there's several ways. You can do it other ways too, but I find this the best. And where you score it, make sure that you go in there and get that real good in that paper. I did this on Cricut paper. I had several packs and they were big, and back, oh, I don't know, it's been years ago, I went and had it cut down. Take these scissors then, and I start up here. And first I have to start cutting, and it's kind of, my scissors kind of gooey and all, so I'm hoping, yeah, I get on here and it nothing won't, here we go. See how it comes off like that? And I keep this paper, but this is real slick, so if you turn it over, you can put that down and it won't be in your way. And you know, this protects your paper. I just can't stand for that paper to get all over the place, and it can stick to you and you just have a hard time getting it off of you. And you might have some little corners, and you can come back and touch it up. Make it as pretty as you want. You can, you know, fool with it. I'm going to get these little tails right here. Get off of there. There we go. See what I mean? It'll stick to you. There we go. And that's it. Now it's completely laminated, front and back. And like I said, this is done on the Cricut Joy. You can make them as big or as small as you want them. But I like that little end. And this is not a blade. I always keep this one, it's a score. And I turn it over. You probably can't see that, but I can. And I'll show you a trick to that. Paper over it. You could actually fold it if you want. And these things are very strong. But if you'll do it that way, that'll help that bend. This is my creative Bible. And over time, you'll finally get this to where it'll lay down. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. But that way, when you want to have something in your Bible and keep it, you can put it on here. If you want this type, or you want the, you know, simpler, or if you want one that's paint on. So, you know, it's just according to what you feel like you would like to have. You're not going to mess your paper up. Your paper will be nice and straight. A friend actually sent these to me, but I like those. And like I said, it may take it some time to get that bend in it, but I wanted to show you what I do, how I keep the paper from wrinkling. See how, I don't know if you can tell, but it's just really, really on there straight, and there's no air bubbles or anything. And I don't worry about it being over. I just take my scissors and cut it off. 23rd Psalms. I really like how you take and fold that page over. And see, it'll slip off pretty good. But I mean, if you got your Bible shut, it's not going to fall out like a piece of paper would. And you can put it on, might be, no, look at there. So it'll be on there. So I like the way it works. Let me know if you're interested, want to see any more of these cut files that I do. but this one was done on the Cricut Joy. I made it small. So if you have a Cricut Maker, you could have several of these and give them as gifts and put a little bit of instruction with it on how to use it in your Bible. Or you may have it a whole different way. You may punch a hole and put a little tie on it, but I just didn't want all of that on my Bible. But eventually, none of these papers will be here. It'll all be these. So I'm working on it. It's just something for me. I wanted it. And if I feel uncomfortable or something, I can take this with me, you know. So just something to make you feel good. And, you know, I'm so thankful that I have God in my life. I really don't know how I do this life without Him. Well, God bless. Take care and keep crafting, everyone. Bye for now.